episode of Includability Shorts, a series of short, snappy chats stuffed with hot tips from our incredible includability partner experts. I'm delighted to be joined by the wonderful Michael Lloyd, MHFA trainer, founder of the Mental Health Charter, and of course, our brilliant mental health verification partner for Includability. Michael, so great to catch up as always, mate. And we know that there's a greater understanding now as to perhaps why a fantastic mental health strategy is so essential to a happy workplace culture. But perhaps there's still a worry out there as to how to make that effective for your team. What would be your guidance? Where do you feel that companies perhaps should begin?
Absolutely fantastic. And do you know what? I think the biggest question we get all the time is, well, Michael, there's so much out there. Where can we start with this? And we've come up with sort of 5 top tips for you to help you start that mentally healthy journey within your organizations. And the first tip is stamping out stigma. And one of the biggest things that you can do is talking about stress management within your organization, self-care, and also mental health in emails, but also within meetings as well within your organization. Because if your employees trust that you won't sort of judge them, they are more likely to start speaking up and receiving any treatment that they might need as well. So it's a great little start there to start those conversations, which leads into tip 2, which is about discussing mental health within your workplace. We need to normalize these conversations within lots of our workplaces, all of our workplaces, because most of us spend more time at work than we do at home sometimes. So actually having the opportunity to talk about how we're feeling, and because 1 in 4 of us amongst the general population will experience poor mental health for our lifetime. So what we're saying here is it's common, it's normal. We should be able to talk about it in the workplace, but openly discussing and bringing up issues related to workplace mental health, such as stress, anxiety, depression, and make it clear that everyone struggles to stay mentally healthy sometimes. It's very normal to feel that way, but educating your managers in spotting signs of mental health issues, and also encouraging them to talk to their teams as well, open those conversations and those dialogues, get the conversation started. But sometimes a caring conversation actually can be quite encouraging to your team to reach out for some help as well. So that's my top tip number 2. Top tip number 3 is about running a mental health first aid course. And a lot of people still have a misconception about mental health first aid. When we do our training, we are not turning people into counsellors, therapists. They're not going to be diagnosing anybody. But just like you've probably got physical first aiders within your organisations, that's the help given before professional help arrives. That's exactly the same with mental health first aid. Mental health first aid it teaches people to identify and support colleagues, look out for any signs, any symptoms, somebody that may be struggling, and having a non-judgmental conversation. But being there as that support, encouraging them and signposting them to the amazing organisations that are out there that perhaps lots of us aren't aware of that are available as well, because we do go down that professional route and we know that's great, GPs and things like that. But outside of that, there are amazing organisations that we're perhaps not known about. And we train mental health first aiders to make sure they're aware of all these amazing resources that are available. Top tip 4 for you is about promoting a healthy work-life balance, which is difficult. It is difficult sometimes. You know, there's so much going on in the world at the moment, lots of different challenges for us as human beings within the world. But without a healthy work-life balance, productivity is likely to decrease, and employers will eventually burn out. And that's what we want to prevent, because then we start seeing sickness, we start seeing employees not turning up for work and struggling with workloads and things like that. But, you know, insisting employees take regular breaks, taking that lunch break that we all work through, we all do it, but do you know what? It's there. It's an opportunity for a bit of self-care, getting outside the office environment, the work environment, going for a little walk can really be amazing for your own health and well-being as well. But actually, understand that not everyone will respond to emails outside of work hours as well. We would sometimes put a lot of pressure on ourselves and feel that we need to do these things, but actually there isn't a need to do them most of the time. You know, we've got our core work hours, and let's create that, actually encouraging somebody to live a fantastic life outside of work, have good social networks around them, will really help them massively, create them feeling a better mental health within themselves. And then finally, making wellness a priority. It's such a key point that making it a priority to help employees develop good workplace mental health habits. You know, you could offer incentives to your employees, gym memberships, wellness days. We've seen some great examples now of wellness days where companies just shut down for the day, but ask their employees to take part in something that's rewarding. Can be a volunteer day, but not dealing with their emails and actually creating that, and then also feeding back. So actually getting together and saying, what did you do with your wellness day? Those types of things. These are all great things. And actually encouraging leisure activities, physical activities. We're not asking everyone to go to the gym 7 days a week. We're asking you to get outside, explore nature, put the phone away, stop flicking through TikTok videos, as we all do, but actually doing something that's meaningful for our own well-being as well. But actually some organizations have wellness days. They organize small treats for their staff, but creating those conversations, work-life balance, wellness as a priority, will create the best employees that you could ever have in your business, because they can feel a lot more supported. And there you go. That is my top 5 tips to start your journey being a mentally healthy workplace. Thanks so much.
Michael, you're amazing. Thank you so much. And as always, it's such a joy to catch up. And to everyone who's just watched our latest Includability short, thank you so much for joining us. And for more of these light bulb moments, please do head over to weareincludability.co.uk, or you can check out our YouTube and Spotify channels. Let's keep learning, let's keep growing, and let's make our workplaces more inclusive, diverse, and mentally healthy together. Have a really great day.